Namaste. Here we are for lesson 15 in A Course in Miracles in the workbook. It says here, my thoughts are images I have made. It is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your seeing was made. This is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing, it is image making. It takes the place of seeing, replacing vision with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you see now. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you may have many light episodes, in quotes. They may take many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. Do not be afraid of them. They are signs that you are opening your eyes at last. They will not persist because they merely symbolize true perception and they are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way to it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, this blank is an image that I have made. That blank is an image that I have made. It is not necessary to include a large number of specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. The idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods. If you begin to feel uneasy, do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea unless you feel completely comfortable with it, and do not exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. So, wow. Okay, my thoughts are images that I have made. It's so powerful. In the practice of yoga, we talk a lot about how thoughts are things. Thoughts are the more thoughts matter, the more matter they create. This idea of image making is really powerful. It continues on the idea that we are the ones creating our reality, and what God did not create is not therefore real, and how to align ourselves to the creations of light, which are real. This is starting to talk about light episodes, which are super fun. And I'm sure if you've been around for a minute, even if you're a student of the course or yoga or anything, you've had moments like this in your life. Maybe as a child running through a meadow and things were just a little extra bright. A butterfly's wings just happened to have a little extra gold all around there. These are opportunities for us to step into, you know, the mystery of life, that there's more to things than we perhaps see. We become very fixated on what our eyes see as reality. But anyone who's practiced any sort of meditation, when you close your eyes, you still see, you know? So what the body's eyes see, it's like a filtering process. It's taking us in, and then we think we know what we see. But in the yoga practice, we talk about the mind's eye. In the practice of A Course in Miracles, we're talking about perception and vision. And there's a difference between perception and vision. Vision is true. It has no perception. It is what it is. And the Course in this lesson is inviting us to make that distinction between thoughts that we have, create images. Thoughts and images are over here, and vision is over here. Um, It's also inviting us to here take responsibility again for our thoughts. When we take responsibility, we have the power to change them. When we don't take responsibility for our thoughts, our patterns, our codes, the Course says in the text that we pay a very high price. And the price that we pay for not acknowledging that we are responsible, we have the ability to respond, is we can't change them. We are at the effect of them. We are not powerful creations of God, although we are always, no matter what, we just don't think we are. And that's where the problem is, right? If I don't think I am, because thoughts are powerful, I think I am less than, I think I'm not good enough, I think I'm not innocent, I've made too many mistakes, blah, then that is what I become. But if I realize that I am the one creating those thoughts, then I am the one who can change them. And that is the major benefit of accepting the fact that my thoughts are images I have made. Your thoughts are images you have made. What else do I want to say about this? We talked about light episodes. Um, as always, it's saying if you feel uncomfortable, don't push it. But I remember in the beginning, and still sometimes I'll set like I don't need a morning alarm because the first thing I do is wake up and read the text, read the Course in Miracles. But sometimes like around 12 noon is a good time to have a minute of practice period. Um, in the evening while you're kind of winding down, maybe even right before bed, another, minute of cycling and reminding yourself, my thoughts are images I have made. And then looking at the thoughts as they go, that is an image I have made. That is an image I have made. And again, this is just practicing. You're training your mind to truth. You're training your mind to loving consciousness. And that's very, very, very worth your time. So finding those little minutes here and there. If they bring up discomfort, just observing it. If it's too much, you just move on. But it's the intention that is everything. It's the willingness here that is everything. Namaste.